Today is Thursday, October 24th, 2019. Happy Thursday, everybody. It is 12:02 in the afternoon. I'm just a little late, like always. It ain't no thing. Let's get going. Today, I have a Stream Deck. Here's what the Stream Deck thing looks like. And what I want to do is I want to basically build a Stream Deck plugin that will tweet, because if I go to Twitch, if I go to Twitter and it's like, hey, let's do a tweet, right? And it's like, hey, you have to put this text in. And it's like, that's kind of crappy. So instead, what I'd like to be able to do is I'd like to be able to set up a Stream Deck plugin that will go and pull my current stream title and then tweet that out along with the message that we're starting. And that's my plan. I don't know, like, if there is a limit to the length, and maybe even something like, you know, put in a little like starter post, you know, streaming now or going live now, something like that. That's the plan. And to do this, there is a Stream Deck API, Stream Deck, Elgato Stream Deck SDK and building, and this is, let's just take a look. It's only 2 minutes.
Hi, I'm Steggy from Elgato, and today I'm going to talk to you about Stream Deck SDK. We originally launched Stream Deck back in March of 2017. When we were developing Stream Deck, we were so excited about the concept of having a controller with dynamic displays. Not just because it's so glanceable, but because it's so customizable and expandable. We knew we wanted to hit on a core number of features at launch with Stream Deck.
Hey, what's up, Rambling Geek, man? How you doing?
As well as the next few updates. But the best part about Stream Deck is our ability to add
Have you ever written a plugin for Stream Deck?
Community feedback and ideas. We could essentially crowdsource Stream Deck into the perfect companion for your computer. And since its release, we've released a number of updates and new features about once a month, but the ideas have not stopped coming in for Stream Deck. And not just for streaming either. We've seen Stream Deck used in so many areas like professional broadcast setups, classrooms, and even in hospitals. And so while we've been adding so many new features in the past year and a half,
developer
we know
documentation.
people want more.
Welcome.
And today, we're giving it to you with Stream Deck SDK. For those not in the know, an SDK gives because it's no amazing.
I don't see anything interesting in here. Sorry. I know there's an SDK, right? Yeah. So my plan is like, I want to make it so that this text right here is like dynamic, and actually instead of this, there's just like a button that says tweet my stream title, right? C#, Fritz built the C# version. Okay, that's cool. I don't know if I want to use like .NET for this or not. I just want to use whatever the easiest conceivable thing is to get it done. Like, I just want like an example plugin with a library that I can just like start from, and then I don't even want to worry about it. Code. This is executed. The code that is executed, for example, when a key is pressed. Property inspector. The UI displayed. Plugin. With the Stream Deck SDK, you can write cross-platform plugins in JavaScript. The SDK also supports native compiled code. Let's just do JavaScript. That seems easy enough. Stream Deck counter. Hey, here we go. Copy this. Go to here. Stream Deck counter. Okay, freaking cool. Title. Counter is a simple plugin that displays the number of times a key is pressed. That's perfect. This is exactly what I want. And now I'm going to sneeze. So just one second. Oh my goodness, that was crazy. Thank you. That one was like, hold on, I'm coming. Hold on, I'm coming. And it just, yeah, it was crazy. Okay. Sources. This looks like it's going to end up being... What the... What? Oh, weird. That's just JavaScript. Oh, that's weird. That's so weird. So it's just HTML page with JavaScript in it? That's crazy. One thing that I want to see is, so you have this Twitter integration, right? This is like up here, you have these accounts. Can I get access to these accounts and use these for the API? Hey, how are you doing? Can you please help me with that? I'm reluctant to click on it. Can you describe what it is? Because I don't really feel like I should click on it. An error in Java. Can I help you with an error in Java? Let's see. Okay. Let's take a look. Let's zoom in, see if we can see it. Public triangulo rectangulo double. I can't pronounce that. 2, this dot 2 equals 1. Public. So what you have here is two constructors that have the exact same signature. Okay? You see right here, public triangulo rectangulo double whatever. It doesn't matter what the variable name is. It matters that you have a constructor that has one parameter and the parameter has the type double. And you have that twice. So these are actually fighting for every single call that somebody makes to anything triangulo rectangulo with a double. It doesn't know which one to choose. So it's telling you that you can't have the same one twice. A way that you can get around this is by basically having, instead of doing it like this, you can have one of these go to another one, and then you can just make it so that people need to always choose the second one if that's the case. Like it's not clear how to tell it to initialize just the second one and not the first one, if that makes sense. And usually it's a good idea to have all of these call the other constructors, so that if you were to add something later on, like some additional property that needs to be set, you don't then need to add it in 5 places. You'll only need to add it in one place, the place that sets everything. And that would be the best that I can help you out with. How? Great question, because I don't do Java. Java constructor chaining. Constructor chaining in Java with examples. So you call this. Inside of the constructor, you just call this with the parameters that you want to call. Yep. Yeah, are there optional params in Java? Optional parameters. Thanks for the follow. I really appreciate that. Optional parameters. Method overloading. Var args? Oh. So I'm going to say the answer to that is no in the classical sense, where you can specify a default. I do like the builder pattern, but of course, you know, having a second class for every class is kind of a pain. I haven't done Java since, yeah, I mean, you're welcome. But yeah, I haven't done Java since college at least. Okay, so basically all we're going to do is we're just going to clone this, and then we're just going to write some JavaScript, and then all I want to try and figure out is how I get a hold of one of these accounts, like this, to actually post to that API. That's my plan. Should be pretty simple, right? Let's see if there is a thing for that. Accounts. Exporting your plugin. Distribution. Actually, if there is already one, we don't need to. I didn't realize there was a store. How do I get to the store? More actions? Oh, that looks the same. Most popular. Tweet. Is that it? Is there really just like... Oh, there's just like 9 of them. Okay. Alright, I'm not going to worry about that then. Enable Stream Deck integration with Visual Studio 2017 and 19. Visual Studio Code. This plugin requires Visual Studio Code extension Stream Deck for Visual Studio Code. I'm not going to worry about it. Bottom right. Okay. Okay, so let's go back to... Wait, you were saying, I assume the tweet will be an action. You can access it in the actions list. Is this the actions list? So I want to create a new action that will let you tweet whatever is in your current title, your current Twitch stream title. So I don't want to have them go to my plugin and then re-auth with Twitter. I want them to just like go through this, go to the accounts, and then I can pull both of the ones that I need. I need the Twitch API and I need the Twitter API, and I want to hook those together. That's my plan. When you create your own plugin, all of the actions will appear in the actions list under a category named custom. The user will be able to drag one of the actions onto the canvas. You'll also be able to provide a custom interface for the property inspector. Okay. I like all of that. I just want to know if in my custom action, like right down here where it has accounts and then I can add an account or not add an account, right? This is coming from here, I would imagine. So I guess it has to be available. Plugin architecture. Let's go accounts. No, that would be way too easy. Events received. Okay, that's all cool. Key down. Okay. Create your own plugin. Registration procedure? Nope, not going to worry about it. Property inspector. Look, account. Here we go. You can draw a horizontal line. Heading. Sure. I want to get the accounts. Create your own plugin. Where can I get the accounts? Did receive global settings? Received after calling get global settings. Okay, I'm going to guess it's in these. Let's see if we can just get this thing to work. Right? That's all we want to do. So let's go ahead and clone this thing. Let's go ahead and clone this, get it working on this thing, and then see if we can make this happen. Let's go to code. Let's go to clone it. Let's go to here. Let's go to code. Let's go to cultural development. Let's go to here. Let's go to clone. Clone. Sure. Stream Deck counter. Clone it. How long have you had the Stream Deck for? Less than 1 week. I got it for my birthday last week. Which I think I opened on Friday. Okay. What was this called? Stream Deck Counter. Let's open this. File, open recent, open folder. Cool, I kind of want the 32. Man, I really did too. I told my wife and she was like, yeah, we just couldn't swing that right now. And I was like, yeah, I get it. That's fine. I was happy to get one at all. Hey, what's up, TBD? How are you doing? We are trying right now to get set up and get one of these Stream Deck things on, and I would like to get it deployed, ideally. Installation. In the release folder, you can find com.elgato.counter release. Okay. .plugin. If you double click this file on your machine, Stream Deck will install the plugin. Hey, Coding Gorilla, what's up, man? I'm doing good. Yeah, I have the 15 as well. It's like the 15. Well, actually, you could tell that from just the picture because it was showing you exactly what's on my Stream Deck. Right? So we just double click on this is what it says. Release. What kind of file is that? Stream Deck plugin? Is a custom action downloaded from the internet. Are you sure you want to install it? Yeah. Yeah, I do. I don't care. Whatever. Hey, there we go. Clicked it. Clicked it, clicked it, clicked it, clicked it, clicked it. Okay, that's cool. Alright, so the thing works. Features. I don't understand how to deploy. So there's that. It looks like it's just a folder. Is it like a zip file? And then the zip file just has a different name on it? Maybe. Okay, there's that one. That's the large one. I don't know what that is. Plugin icon. Action icon? No, I'm not sure. Default. Action default. They all look the same to me. Okay, great. Code. Here we go. Let's try to understand this. You have a WebSocket. Destination, hardware only, software only. Okay. You have a counter action, different resolutions. Is that for like, oh, it's like if you have the one that's on the iPad versus the one that actually shows up on the Stream Deck itself? Or things like that. Plugin UUID. Sure. Function Elgato Stream Deck socket. Okay. New WebSocket. 127. Sure. And this import is provided. Alright, so if I understand correctly, the API just calls this. I hate that feature. The API just calls this, and this is the thing that like starts it. So you have a WebSocket, and then you start getting some information. I need some way to get WebSocket. Then you have this JSON.stringify send register plugin. Okay, WebSocket on open register plugin of a UUID. Okay. This is all sort of making sense. Then you have this counter action. When is the counter action actually used? Okay, here we go. On message, on open, register plugin, on open, register plugin. That's where register plugin gets called. Then we have WebSocket.onMessage. It does this, and then we have this action, which I feel like the action is just a way to wrap it up in a like object-oriented way. Okay, this is all sort of making sense. So I think what I want to do is, I don't know how to deploy. That's the one thing. Let's see if we can go through the whole thing of making this deploy. There's no like, I didn't see a build. Okay. Deploy, distributing, exporting your plugin for distribution. Distribution tool, creating a Stream Deck plugin file. Here is how you can use the distribution tool to export com.elgato.counter.sd plugin distribution tool. Sure, let's download this. Okay, I'll take that. Extract here. 7-zip, extract here. Copy. Let's go to code, culture of development, Stream Deck counter, paste it here. And what I want to do is I want to make a release 2 folder. So let's see if we can actually get this to fire off. Okay. We're going to go to cd culture of development Stream Deck counter distribution tool B I com.elgato.counter.sd plugin O release 2. I think I need this to actually be in this folder, in the sources folder. You know what? Let's just hit it one time and see what it says. Distribution tool. Build, okay. Version file, path to the plugin. Okay, so that makes sense. The output directory. Okay. The version number of this tool. So I guess what I'm saying is this needs to be in the folder that we want to run this in. So I'm just going to move it. I'm just going to move it there. Oh, I see. Path to the plugin .sd plugin. I got it. Okay, this makes more sense now. Okay, so we don't actually need it here. Although I think we'll probably do this. Let's go ahead and leave it like this. Okay, so now let's go cd space. What were our sources? ls. Now we're going to go distribution tool build I com.elgato.sd plugin output. No, I want to go back one layer. Okay, cut. Paste. Here we go. And I want to say cd dot distribution tool build I is sources / com. There we go. And then I want to say -o releases / nah, we're just going to say temp. Crap. What is the problem? Validating the export folder doesn't exist. I'm going to be leaving work, but we'll put on the audio for the drive home. Thanks, man. I hope you have a good ride home and all of that. Like, and have yourself a good night, too. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, so we're going to mkdir of temp, and then we're going to try this one more time. What the hell? It is there. What do you mean the output folder doesn't exist? It's there. Oh, wait, I see. That's it printing things out. It really looks... It's not clear that it was an error. Oh, it is sort of clear. Wow, that's sort of difficult to tell. The plugin has been successfully exported. Okay, great. And then if we take this, let's go ahead and go back to the Stream Deck. Let's delete this. Let's remove this. I should be able to remove this. Custom. There we go. Done. Okay, now I want to do this one. Can't be installed on this machine. It's already installed on this machine. I don't like that. How do you update it? Okay. That's a little frustrating. Can I like remove it? What is this thing called? This one. Oh, here it is. It's okay, so you have to like legit come here and uninstall it. Okay, so now it's uninstalled. So now can I do this? Close this. Hit this. Yes. Alright, now I installed it. Now we have it. Okay, and that's the version that I made. Okay, this is perfect. Alright, so this is going well. We're starting. Delete. Delete. More actions. Uninstall. Uninstall. Okay. Now let's go and start making changes. This is going to be us copying and pasting an entire folder. Copy. Paste. And then we want to name it, rename to com.culture of development. Tweet title. Tweet Twitch title. Tweet Twitch title.sd plugin. There we go. Now we can close this. Now we can go to here. Now we need some icons. Let's just get a Twitter icon, which we can go to release temp. Sure. No? Come on, you're not going to help me out here? There we go. Let's go to Twitter icon. I'll take that one. Copy. Save. 800 by 800. Open image in new tab. Copy image. Okay. Save image as. Now we're going to paste it. Okay. File save as. Culture of development. Stream Deck counter. Sources. This one. And we're going to call this Twitter.big. Twitter big.png. Okay, perfect. Does it have to be a set size? Does anybody know that? The image? I guess we could just try it out and whatever happens, happens. So we don't need this, this. You know what? I didn't actually see any of these names. In the code, those may be required names. Good call on that. Very good call. Okay, plug-in icon, and can we get some properties? How big is this? 72 by 72. All right, we need a 72 by 72. Start writing these down. 72 by 72. 144 by 144. This is going to be plugin icon.png. Plugin icon x2. No, at 2x. At 2x.png. Action icon.png. Action icon at 2x.png. Action default image.png. Action default image at 2x.png. Okay, and then these need to be how big? Action icon 20 by 20, 40 by 40, 72. Okay. 20 by 20, 40 by 40, 72 by 72, 114, no, 144 by 144. Okay. That's, I'm just going to look and see if we can actually find these in the code anywhere. Again, actually I should just look at icon. Okay. All right, so it doesn't. Okay, that's fine. That's perfect. I'll take that. So it doesn't do that. Perfect. So I'm going to guess those are. Better yet, let's go to this. Manifest. List of actions with actions name default icons. Oh, each one of these needs... Ah, okay, that's where it's going to be in the manifest. There they are. Okay. Action default image. Plugin icon. and action icon. Okay. I don't know what the @2x thing is, but we did find these actions. Name counter. Okay. Code path. UUID. Alright, so we need to change all of those things. Tooltip. How many times did you get pwned today? Keep track with this counter. Okay, this is going to be tweet, Twitch, stream title. Okay. Supported in multi-actions. Hell yeah. That's the whole point of this. I'd be pressing the button more than I was playing a game. This is going to be tweet out your stream title automatically. This is going to be culture of development whatever I called it, tweet Twitch title tweet title. Right, each action has to have its own name as well, so you got to have that. Okay. Author Nick Larson. Code path, code, sure. This lets you display the number of times you press the key. This lets you tweet your stream title dynamically. Haha. Name. Tweet Twitch title. Okay, plugin icon, URL. PS .com/to-do. I'm gonna add that just on my site. Just to do is like this page that you land on, and it's like, oh, I need to do that. Okay. Version 1.0, whatever. Minimum version, Windows, minimum version, whatever. Software, whatever. Alright, this looks pretty good to me. Now, let's go make these images the right size. Open recent. This one. Image. Resize. 144. Maintain aspect ratio. File save as. I'm going to save it as this one. Yeah, do it. Do what I said. File save as this one. And I will go back and change these at some point. Image, resize. It's just not going to be today. 72. File, save as. This one. Plugin icon, right? File, save as. This one. Yeah. Do it. Image resize to 40. File save as. Image resize to 20, which is really small. Okay. Great. Now we can get rid of Twitter big. Delete. Okay, so now everything should look like Twitter. And what we want to do is go into the actual code and make this do what we want it to do. Okay. Okay. How are we going to do that? Is this destination enum even used? Oh, it is used. Target, hardware and software. I think we're going to just put that down there. Hardware and software, because I don't see any reason to have this in multiple places. Press counter. Actually, I don't see any reason to have that at all. Payload. Settings. Set title. So what calls set title? Okay, so set title is just a function, which is great. Okay. I don't see a whole lot of reason to do this. What's this used for? I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, just to register the plugin? Which is already crazy to me. Okay. So when you get a message, you have key down, key up, will appear, on will appear. Key press counter equals 0, so I guess that's like the first time it shows up. Key press counter equals 0. Has own property, key press counter equals settings. This dot set title. Okay, so really what we need to do is just figure out how to get the accounts. I can't imagine this is actually being used. No, it is. Look at that. It is being used. Type. Type. No, it's not really being used. Counteraction. I think they're just setting this type for no reason. I'm not sure about that, though. The irony, you've just made a mental to-do to create a to-do page. That is... I should, yeah. I honestly should just like stop what I'm doing and go do that. I'll make a note. Stream to do. Make a to-do page on the website. There we go. See? All done. Let's close that. So I think I maybe want to delete most of this. It's like actions. Register plugin. The plugin receive. Okay, okay, okay. I understand why this is here now. Because if you have... Because what happens is you just receive a message. And usually what you have to do is look up what action it is. In this case, this thing assumes that there is exactly a single action. So I'm going to guess that the event, it's... Oh yeah, right there. It's right there. It has the action. Okay. Okay. So usually you would register all of these different actions inside of some sort of lookup. This counter action would not just be this like raw type here. Okay. This is all starting to make sense in my head. Why is there a plugin UUID and why do we care? Only because at some point this thing wants to send it somewhere. But that's it. This is the only places we actually care about it. It's to register the plugin. All right. We're going to go as minimal as possible here. I'm going to keep all of this. Okay, so... Wait, hold on. So this manifest file... Wait, one more thing. This manifest file said there was a code. Okay, this is the code path, code.html. Sure. Okay. Let's just create a new one. This is going to be plugin.html. And we're going to copy and paste most of this. Actually, we're just going to copy and paste all of it. And then we're going to delete everything. Okay. I don't actually care about any of this. I think technically for this to be valid HTML, you have to also do lang equals en. Okay. So this is going to be com.culture of development dot tweet Twitch title. All right, and that is a valid. Okay. Let's go and move these down so that we can indent this, and we're going to say basically start copying things over. We're going to have this function, which I believe is really the most important function. And I think we're going to leave this alone for now. And we'll come back to it. This whole register plugin UUID thing, I think we're actually just going to do like in the shortest possible fashion. Like I don't really care that this is register the plugin. I'm just going to say Yeah. And in fact, I think this plugin UUID is just a better name for it. I can't think of any reason to keep that around. Okay. This is all indented way too much. Okay. Now that we have this WebSocket thing, we want to handle this on message. I think I'm going to delete all of this out for now. Well, I'm not actually. So this is getting the event. The action and the context. It's on payload. Okay. Whatever, I'm just going to leave it like this. Context. Settings. Payload. And then we're not actually doing anything when it closes, so we're just going to get rid of that. Alright, that seems reasonable. I think now what we want to do is have something sort of like... Okay. Var actions equals this object. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is say something like... Yeah, I'm going to make this even more... It's just sort of bugging me how big it is. As dumb as that sounds. And then I don't even think we need this. I'm probably going to leave it like that. Okay. And now what I want to do is I want to basically say, go get me the action for handler equals actions of action. If not handler, then just return, because we're done. If we have a handler, okay, var event handler equals, let's go action handler, action handler, event handler equals action handler of event. If not event handler, then bail. Otherwise, call the event handler with all this garbage. Event handler with these things. Context setting coordinates I think that's all we need now. And now all we do is we create actions that have key down, key up, will appear, these sorts of things. Okay, so an action should implement the following event handlers. And I'm just going to hopefully paste a link to the event handlers. Here they are. Right here. Events sent. Set title. Set image. We'll come back to that. Okay, so these are the events that you can actually implement. And this should just work at this point. We don't even need any of this crap anymore. Right? We said, is there the action that we care about? And honestly, probably just do event.data.action here. Because I can't understand why they went this route. And then here, oh wait. Yeah, JSON object. Event data. Event info. Dot action. Event info dot context. Event info dot event. Okay. And then these, let's just call this payload. Payload dot. Payload dot. Payload dot. Okay. Okay. I believe there's probably even like a null coalescing way of doing this that's like even more compact. I just don't really care at this point, at this moment. Actually, I do. No, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. All right, so now we have this thing. Now we can set up an action and then just add it to the actions. Great. So, what do we want? Oh. We want accounts. Let's go ahead and make the action. The action is, okay, actions dot tweet what did I call it? I think you have to look in the manifest. And I think let's go back to their code. com.elgato. Okay, so I don't actually know what the action is because they don't use the action anywhere. And if I had to guess, this type is the action. So com.elgato.counter.action. Which means we basically need to do this and then put in here what it is. What did we call ours? I think it's this. I already changed the manifest. Let's look at their manifest. Yeah, alright, that's it. Okay, so I'm almost certain that that's going to end up being what gets called the action. So back to our plugin is going to be equals this new thing. Okay, and here we have code, key down, right on, we have key down. Wait, no, it's these we care about. Key down. Key down, key up will appear. Key down. Function that takes in a context setting coordinates user desired state. Context settings coordinates user desired state. Okay. And then basically we copy and paste this for whatever else. Key up will appear. What do they do differently here? Key up. On key down, they set a timer. At the end of the timer, on key down, on key up, oh, you know what it is? Wait, maybe I'm not entirely sure what it is. On will appear. Okay, let's just try to recreate it with this new way of looking at it and see if we can recreate theirs by just changing the code and having it be our name, but still do the work that theirs is doing. Which ought to be as simple as just doing this. How about, instead of doing it like this, we do class tweet Twitch stream title action. Forget how to do this. Class syntax. JavaScript class syntax. Constructor. Rectangle. Constructor. Give me a function. I just want a function. Calc area. Oh, so you just have it be a function name. So we just have like key down. Oh, crazy. Okay, key up. I guess we don't even need that then. And will appear context settings coordinates user desired state. And then here we just say okay, const actions equals new okay, so that now I can do constructor, which was sort of the whole point here. I can say this dot timer equals null. Okay, now I want to grab this, copy this, put this in here, this dot timer okay, key up on will appear. Let's do will appear, that one's easier. This dot set title. So we're gonna have to add in these other functions. Ooh. So I think one issue I see coming one issue that I see coming is this idea that the WebSocket reference is just not there. So I need to give it a WebSocket. And then say like this dot WebSocket equals WebSocket. And then I can change these to be this dot WebSocket. This dot WebSocket. And I don't know if it's good to have WebSocket be like a global thing here or not, right? And then all of this becomes in here. Right, this now becomes like the whole application. And WebSocket. Okay. I kind of like that actions is no longer like global. I guess the interesting thing here though is like, let's say for instance, now I need to know. All right, more actions, reinstall this thing, install. And then the problem I think that's going to end up happening here is if I put 2 of these in here and I press one of them, oh, look, only that one. So look, it does do it separate. Maybe each one of these is getting a whole new instance of this entire web page. Because the way that this was originally set up, there is just a counteraction. Like there's just one counteraction. Or maybe the settings is specific to each of the actual boxes, each of the actual, whatever you would call these things. Actions, buttons. Okay. Just delete it. Just delete it. Okay, let's go to more actions and uninstall this. Okay, that's a good start. Let's go here. This whole thing. What do we do? We need to copy this one. Oi. Okay, let's put a little break in between these. Okay. This probably want to just put that in there just to be safe. All right, we don't actually need this actions anymore. Okay. All right, I think this should be it. Let's get rid of this. Let's go to plugin here. Let's go to the manifest. Let's make this plugin. All right, and then let's try to build it. Oh, I need to close all these. I feel like we want to change this to com.culture, and we want to send this out to test. Oh, mkdir. Error. The plugin has an invalid unique identifier. The unique identifier must be a uniform type identifier that only contains lowercase and alphanumeric and period. Oh, well, sure. Okay. Can I do it like this? That'd be great. Or is it going to complain about that too? And I basically have to change the... I'm just gonna make this as easy as possible. And this needs to be tweet title. Okay, manifest. I think that's gonna be it. Let's try that one more time. Error. The plugin has an invalid unique identifier. Did I not? Do I have to rename the whole folder? Rename. That's the only other thing I can think of. Reverse DNS. Is it 3 periods? com.thing.thing. I mean, I'm following the same pattern here. com.elgato.counter is com.cultureofdevelopment.tweet title. I think it was just the folder name. I can't think of anywhere else. I can't think of anywhere else that I'm using. Okay, I lowercased this one. Tweet title? Let's take a look at the different manifest files again. UUID? I mean, this is the only place I have a UUID. I'm just going to try it one more time. Tweet Twitch title. Hey, alright, there it goes. Oh, I had Twitch title again. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is an action. Okay, so this is your your plugin name, and then each action has to have an additional thinger bobber hanging off of it. Action name. I think. Let's see if this thing works. Basically, it should do the same thing, only it should now count on top of the Twitter icon. So let's go to the folder. Can I just go open? I'll open in folder. What? No. 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 Versus release test. Reveal and Explorer. There we go. Nope. I wanted to get rid of that one. Yeah, install it. Ooh, look at that. Title. No, that's it. Right now we should be able to... Oh, bam. Alright, y'all can't see this, but when I click on it, I get a big exclamation mark saying something is wrong. Okay. I want... In the manifest... Alright, so if you have more than one action, how do you look up the action? The action is provided to you, which I would imagine is the UUID. So let's just copy and paste it to make sure that we got it exactly right. Right here. And then we want to drop it right here. Actions. How? Hey, what's up, Rambling Geek? It is good to have you back. We are at the point of running into a problem, which is that I thought the action name... Is there some way to get, like, debug info? That's a good question. Debug. Registration procedure. Port. Event, whatever. On message. The plugin should receive the events through the function. That's the plugin UUID. Register event. Application, plugin, devices, language, platform, version. Okay, I really want to know... I think we're going to have to go all the way back to the architecture on this one. A plugin, some code. Plugin unique identifier. Plugin instance. Actions. Oh, I get it. That's the coordinates thing. A plugin can describe multiple actions in its manifest. Context. The user can have multiple instances of an action. That's right. Okay. For example, he can have one instance of an action at coordinate 1, 1 and one instance of an action at coordinate 2, 2. Each instance has an opaque context. You shouldn't rely on this value. It is used internally by the Stream Deck application to identify the application's instance. This opaque value needs to be passed to various APIs. Okay, sure. Communication between the plugin and the property inspector. So what is the problem that I'm running into? I think is this. But I don't know. How do I get the errors? How do I get errors out of this thing? Changelog. No. Overview. Okay, Stream Deck. Phipps Hue plugin. Manifest. Actions. Icon. Name. On off. Color. States on off. Tooltip. UUID. Power. Color. Alright, this is what I'm looking for right here. How do we implement these UUIDs? Come through in JavaScript. So I'm going to guess it's in plugin. Index. Loads in. Oh, each action they did is their own? Sure. Main. Register plugin or PI. Request global settings. Okay. Add event listener. New cache available. If actions in context. Okay, on message. We got an action. Alright, they're doing the same thing here. If context actions context. What the hell? F. Not account, I want action. I don't see where this is being used. Send to property inspector. Send to plugin. Okay, so that is what it comes through as. I have to be missing a this somewhere. This dot timer. I'm gonna guess that's it, right? Because I have to set this dot timer. It's no longer global. Settings is passed in. This dot set title. WebSocket. Okay. So I have actions, which I try to look up the action in. And then the events. are in here. Not release, sources. The events are like key up, key down. Okay. And let's just make sure that I'm doing these right. Yeah. Okay, I feel good about that. All right, I'm going to see if that was it. A file already exists in the export folder. We'll just overwrite it. Seriously? A file already exists in the export folder. So what? Delete it. Okay, go to rebuild it. Okay. Go to more actions. What did I call this thing? Counter. That's not good. This displays the number of times you pressed a key. That's not good. I felt like I called it something different. Ooh. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and say that that's part of the problem. Whatever it's not recognizing that for. Because I changed everything in here. Maybe it's actually in the actual plugin it's setting the message. No, not really. Uninstall and reinstall from the SD. Yeah. Agree. Okay, this counter one. Elgato. Okay, that's the counter one. Okay. We're going to close this. We just rebuilt it. Now we're going to go and try and run it again. And it's like, do you want to install this? And it's actually got the right name. So we installed it. Okay, tweet Twitch stream title. Tweet Twitch stream title. Okay, that all looks correct. I sort of expected it was going to have a 0 there. So I think it has already failed. Let's remove this. Let's delete this. Let's put it back in there. And then let's go more actions. Let's do this counter one. Okay, this lets you display. All right, so something is broken here. Weird. I wonder if I should delete the other plugin. Like completely. Still called counter as well. Yeah, right? It's picking up my name. So that's weird. It got the correct version number. Maybe I changed the wrong manifest. It got my name right. Did I change this one? Manifest. No, that's still Elgato and version 1.3. That is so weird. I'm just gonna save it like 5 times. I also am like a little bummed here because it is still broken, right? Yeah, when I press it, it doesn't, it's just giving me an error message. Restart the SD application. That's a solid choice. Okay. Quit Stream Deck. Okay. Okay, that's all correct. Wow, that is just wild. I don't know. When I click it, it gives me this giant green exclamation point in a... I don't know the right way to see it. You can't really see it on there. But like, can you see this right here? It's kind of crappy. Right? If I click it, it gives me this giant exclamation. It's weird. It's like super weird. I don't know what's going on. Trying to, you know what, it's very possible I didn't actually install the other one. It might just be using the one, because when I uninstall this one, like, it goes away. Wait, hold on real fast. Let's go delete this. Right, when I uninstall this one, it like goes away. It's gone. Like gone. But this other one, when I install it, when I uninstall it, it just stays right here. So I'm thinking that maybe this one is actually installing from somewhere else and not installing the one that I... Oh no, when I double click on it, it is actually doing that. I don't know. But you give them a unique ID. Like, that's what I felt I was doing. Yeah. Maybe it just doesn't support like ES6 and I switched to ES6. Right? Like, all of this is like super old style how to write some code. This is like, I made a class. Okay. I'm just going to do this different. Then it wouldn't build. Oh, I don't know the answer to that. Maybe? I mean, it's clearly failing, so... I really want to know how to get like a debug message out of this thing. That's what I want to know. That's like my primary goal right now. I want to get a debug. Counter, analog clock, CPU, memory game. You can use vanilla JavaScript, ES, and even ES7. It's okay to use. You can even import a library of your choice. Oh, well, alright, well that answers that question. How do I get an error message out? Memory game? Written in C++. It's not really what I was hoping for. Analog clock. CPU. Well, that's a fun way to do it. On Windows, you will need to add dword HTML remote debugging enabled with a value of 1 in the registry. Where did you find that? In the page you linked. Sure. Let's copy. Oh, debugging. On Windows, you will need to add this. After you relaunch the Stream Deck app, you can open up this. Oh yeah, let's do that for sure. Okay. Regedit. All right. We want to go to current user. Current user. Software. Elgato Systems. Stream Deck. And then HTML. All right, new value. New. Add a D word. Okay. HTML remote debugging enabled. With a value of 1. Okay. Now we need to restart this. Stream Deck, quit. Okay. On a Mac, it's a command line. On Windows, it's a registry setting. Oh, I see it's telling the SD software to output debug info. I'm guessing you will have to restart. I wonder why they didn't just add a developer mode switch in the settings. You can copy the path and paste now at the top. Okay. So if we go down now, oh god. Now we need to turn on. No, we have to reinstall it. Let's reinstall it. Which is right here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to I'm bugging out that it is giving me these weird ass values. So I'm just going to delete the old folder. And it is what it is. I don't want it there anymore. So we're just going to delete this. We're going to delete this. And we're going to delete this. That's it. That's it. That's what we're going to do. And then we're going to come back here and we're going to rerun this thing. And we're going to call it release. mk dir release. Alright, your plugin was successfully exported. Now we're going to install that one. If this is still giving me the values from the other thing, I am going to lose my mind. Oh, I need to change this. Okay, it is definitely not doing verification because this is invalid JavaScript right here. That's not even a question. So that answered that question. Okay, I don't see any errors now. Let's kick this off one more time. Gonna have to delete that. going to have to run this one more time. I think when it's validating, it's like literally just making sure that the correct files are there. And that's it. Let's run this. Yes, I want to install this. Yay! There it goes. I wonder... Alright, everything looks okay now. It's still doing the counter thing. I'm just going to search the whole project and see where the hell counter lives. I'm like really bugging here. I wonder if this is like some registry thing where in the registry it stored these values and it was like, "Oh yeah, that's where we get that stuff. We don't actually look at the manifest for this thing." Counter. Oh my goodness. I didn't change everything. Okay, it's in here. God, that is unbelievable. Do I even, like, care about this? Jeez. That is extremely... I'm just going to delete all of these. Can I delete? Let's go... Well, all the other ones are going to be... I'm just going to delete these. Let's try that one more time. That was extraordinarily frustrating. Okay, exported. I definitely want to, like, clean this garbage. I want to uninstall this. I want to reinstall this. Hey, what's up? That's it. All you have to do is get rid of the localization file. Okay, one less problem to worry about. Now, localhost. Inspectable pages. What? Is that even useful? This doesn't appear to be useful. I still get the error message. Okay, I'm still getting the error message. I am getting an error. WebSocket is not defined. Interesting. On line 76. Can I get a line number? That would be helpful. Here we go. Web. Oh, I forgot a C. That is awesome. That is awesome. It's always a typo, isn't it? I mean, there was a lot of good that came out of this. I learned how to get to the debug pages. I learned that there was localization problems. But it's always just a typo, and that is so defeating. Let's build. Let's reinstall. Okay. Bloop, 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 bloop. Yeah, do that. Do the thing. Okay, one time. Right? It's not setting the title. Oh, it is setting the title. You know what's happening? It's a white icon. Let's make that different. Didn't even think about that. Let's go to here. And let's go to counter sources. Let's open all these. Wait. Open each image. Okay. And then let's put a little color on it. Let's go with yeah, let's go with that color. And then give me a paint bucket. There we go. Save it. Again, I'm changing these so I don't care that I'm breaking them. Okay, one more time. Sources. Release. Delete. Build. Uninstall. Reinstall. Okay. Oh, I'm still not seeing the... Still not seeing it. Okay. Okay. I would like to know that something is printing out. Do I get that in my debug? Debugging connection was closed. WebSocket disconnected. Well, that's interesting. Reconnect DevTools. Ooh. So is that an actual bug? That's an actual bug. Okay, that's it. You just go back to that page. JSON object not defined. JSON object. Obj. Mm-hmm. 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 I'm not even going to load it up. Actually, I am. I wish I could hit the uninstaller. Or I wish I could hit the, like, the debug thing without going this whole route of uninstalling. Because that's kind of a pain. Delete. Drag this up. Rebuild. Reinstall. And still not seeing it. So we're definitely going to go back to here, refresh this, go back to here, set title of undefined. Show me. What do you mean set title of undefined? Set title of undefined. How can you call this function? How can you literally call this function without this being available? How is this I call this 97. Oh. That's crazy. So I'm getting a reference to just the function and then calling the handler as if it were alone. Wow, that's crazy. I didn't even think about that. So I can't do it this way. I have to go action handler of action. Okay, wait, hold on. The action handler of what the hell? Alright, so I need to call this event handler. I need to call this. If not action handler dot has own property event info dot event. So the point here is that I need to what's a better way to do this? Isn't there like call? How do you do call? JavaScript JavaScript call. Call. Okay, so we can do it like call it's not coming to me. Oh, it's the function dot call. Okay. Event handler dot call, and then here we put in the action handler. I think. Does that make sense? So I think what was happening is we were getting a reference directly to a function, but we were losing the this part of it. So this is just saying, hey, call it and make the action handler the this part. I think that's what we're trying to accomplish. And I have to go in like 1 minute. So give me just a moment. If, it's gonna be a few minutes. I got 5 minutes. We're good. Let's delete this. Let's uninstall this. Let's rebuild. Let's reinstall this deployment scenario. Goodness me. Hey, TBD Gamer, thank you so much, man, for the subscription. That is awesome, and thank you. I really, really appreciate that. Alright, we got this thing installed. Now I want to go back to here, and I basically want to see that it failed again. Refresh. I don't see any errors. What happens when I press a button? Fuck. Okay, now I got no errors. Ugh! I can console.log, right? That's what'll show up in there. We're going to console.log. Key down. We're going to console.log the hell out of this. Console.log event info. Console.log actions. Yeah. Hell yeah. Console.log event handler. Do it. Okay. One more time where we delete, uninstall, rebuild. I'm going to script this. I have to script this. Uninstall, reinstall, install. Okay. Reload the page. Go back, reload. Hey, look. There's that thing. There's a thing that document about console. If you want to log to your machine later, log message event can be used. Okay, well this seems to be outputting stuff. So I feel somewhat okay about this. It printed out how many? Please tell me it's in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Gonna be difficult to figure out what all this is. Okay, this is the action. It wanted to do a tweet title, and it was will appear. Sweet. So then what happens? So then it gets to here. And it prints out, we need to like look at the code a little bit. Nope, where's the code? Put the code up. Come on, give me the code. Okay. So we printed out the event info, that's right here. Then we printed out the actions, which is right here. Then we actually got... No, we didn't. Crazy. So we're not actually logging to here. We're saying the action handler... Okay, I think this is wrong. If not... event handler, and in this case we're going to say event info actions and handler. Okay, let's try this one more time. I think I just recognized what the problem was. Oh no, event will appear. Did I spell will appear right? Will, Appear. Yeah, no, I spelled that right. Okay, let's do the thing one more time. Delete. Uninstall. Okay, there was my disconnect. Rebuild. Reinstall. Do it. Okay. Go back. Reload. Hey, okay. We're actually calling will appear. We found the handler. And we called it. And why the hell did it not work? If settings not equal null, which we can find out. Let's go back to here. Kind of drag it over here. Okay, if settings not equal null, settings payload dot settings. Okay, so it's not null, it's empty. And settings dot has own property. Otherwise, set title. Oh, it's working. I don't know what I just changed, but it's working. Look, holy crap. You can see the 0 there now. I press it. Okay, updated settings is not defined. Alright. Oh, this dot updated settings. Okay, there we go. Or is it just var? What is updated settings in the original? Which I deleted, so we can't actually see it anymore. So that's awesome. So let's go and take a look at the old original. Not Phillips. Not Phillips. Not Phillips. Not Hugh. Need to make this bigger. Samples. Counter. Counter. Code. Updated settings. I don't see updated settings. Oh, var updated settings. Oh, that's just a bug in the old one. This is a local updated settings. Set settings. Okay. I think we're just missing a var, to be honest with you. And I think this was a bug in the old one. Okay, I'm going to try this one more time. And then I'm going to bail. If anybody has a const, sure. If anybody has any suggestions on who to raid, that would be awesome. Ship that. Bring this up. Install it one more time. This is a real pain in the ass. I'm not gonna lie. Like, there are some really bad build processes at my work. This is pretty bad. Like, this is bad. We're going to go back. We're going to reload. We're going to pop it here. Alright. There is a 0 on the thing. Oh, it just turned to a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a 5, and a 6, and a 7, and an 8, and a 9, and a 10, and 11. It's awesome. Woo! Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Goodness me. Matthew Groves. Let's find Matthew Groves. MJI is live. Let's refresh here. Raid channel. Let's go with... Let's go with Matthew Groves. Man, you should make a Stream Deck plugin. It wasn't that hard. It was just like 2 hours of finding typos. You know? It's like any other software development. Okay, yeah, we're going to raid Matthew Groves. I'd like to thank everybody for hanging out today. Thank you so much for the follow. I can't remember. I can't see your name here. Come on, get out of here. Okay. Thank you so much for the follow, Clay4. I really appreciate that. I'm glad we were able to help you out a little bit. Thank you so much for the subscription, TBD Gamer. That's amazing. Thank you so much for that. And yeah, I will see y'all later. I'll be around this afternoon. I just have to take care of some stuff, and then I got to go and do whatever, and probably go for a workout. All right, y'all have a good day.